Hope you all had a good weekend. It's not so hot, but it's still nice. It's a bit more bearable. Anyway, today we're going to kick off with part 3 of the Elvis Costello story, and we have reached the 1990s. A more quieter decade for Elvis. He only released 4 albums in the entire decade. They're really good. They're good albums. They're not bad. Even the number 4 is a pretty decent album. So, coming in at number 4, he's got his 15th album, and it was released in 1995, sorry, and it is Kojak Variety, and it's an album of cover songs. Playing on here of Elvis Costello on vocals and harmonica, James Burton acoustic and electric guitars, Jim Keltner on the drums, Larry Ketchnell from Bread on the piano, Hammond organ and electric piano, Mark Ribot on banjo, guitars and horns, Jerry Sheff on bass, Pete Thomas on drums as well. So the first cover he does is a track by Screaming Jay Hawkins called Strange. It's not a bad cover. I like the original, and this is not a bad version. Then he does a Willie Dixon number, Hidden Charms. I've heard quite a good version to this. This is one of my favourites on here. Pretty good. Then we have Remove This Doubt, which is of course a classic from the Supremes. Now, I was surprised at how actually good it is. People that usually cover male singers that cover Supreme songs don't get it right, but I think he did. It's not bad. Then we've got a Bob Dylan number, I Threw It All Away, great version. Then we have Leave My Kitty Alone, a little Willie John number. I love the guitar work in this. It's an excellent version of it as well. Everybody's Crying Mercy, the Moose Allison track. Love this track by Moose Allison, and I think Elvis did a very good version of it. I've Been Wrong Before. Now, this was written by Randy Newman, but was made famous by Cilla Black. And yeah, it's not my favourite. Then we got Mamba Lamba Bamaloo, Little Richard, of course. It's not a bad version of that. Then we've got Must You Throw Your Dirt in My Face, which is a Loving Brothers. It's not a bad version. Pouring Water on a Drowning Man, which is a James Carr track. Solid version, nothing wrong with this. Then we get the Very Thought of You from Ray Noble featuring Al Bowie. That's there who did it, and it's a nice version. I love the piano on that one. Payday, which is a Jesse Winchester. My favourite cover on here. I think this is a better version than Jess Winchester's actually. Please Stay, a classic from the Drifters. It's okay. Then Running Out of Fools, the Aretha Franklin. It's a very, very good version. Then they do Days, the Kinks. Now, I prefer the Kinks. It's got a bit more uplift. This is too slow for me. It's not the best cover on the album. It's a pretty decent cover album. It's got some good tracks, unusual ones, but as usual, some work and some don't. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 6.6. Coming at number 3 then, the 17th album from 1996, and it's All This Useless Beauty, and it's his 10th and final album with The Attractions. So it's Elvis Costello, Steve Neve, Bruce Thomas and Pete Thomas. The first track is called The Other End of the Telescope. Not a bad track. Some great keyboard work from Steve as ever. Great track. My favourite track on this one is a little track called Little Atoms. It's got a lovely bass from Bruce. It's got that classic sounding Attractions. Pete's drumming is brilliant on this as well. Then we got the title track, All This Useless Beauty. Steve's piano work is super on this. Always a great piano piece. Really good track. Complicated Shadows. Love Pete's drumming on this. Classic sounding Attractions. Complicated Shadows, as I said, it's pretty cool. Why Can't a Man Stand Alone? I'm not very keen on this one. It's not a very good vocal from Elvis. I don't know if he had a rough day when he recorded that. Distorted Angel, the classic sounding Elvis Costello and the Attractions. I love that track. Then there's a track called Shallow Grave, written by a certain Declan McManus and Paul McCartney. It's alright. It's not the best track. And Poor Fractured Atlas, lovely track. Wonderful piano work of Steve and some lovely delicate drumming from Pete on that one. Starting to Come to Me, Steve's keyboards really ring round this one, and another good vocal from Elvis. You Bound Down, love this track. I love the acoustic guitar on that one. It's a lovely little track. It's Time, it's a little bit long, this one. It needs to be shortened by a couple of minutes. I Want to Vanish. It's another very poor vocal from Elvis. I'm not a big fan of that one. Not a bad album to sign off with the Attractions. A couple of tracks I'm not particularly fond of on here, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 2, the 14th album from 1994, Brutal Youth, and it contains the first recordings of Elvis and the Attractions since 1986. So it's and we've got extra bass on here. Pete Thomas on drums, Bruce Thomas basses on some of the tracks, and Nick Lowe does some of the others, and Steve and Elvis. Pony Street, classic Elvis Costello and the Attractions here. Great bass line. Nick Lowe plays the bass on this. It's really good. Kinda Murder, sorry. A little rocker here, some great drumming from Pete on that. 13 steps lead down, lovely sound on this. This is Bruce Thomas on the bass. It's got that really good sound that this band that put out. This Is Hell. It's not too bad. One of the nice, gentler songs on the album. Clown Straight. Pete's drumming is fantastic. Steve's keyboard, great vocal from Elvis. You Tripped on Every Step, not too bad. It's probably one of the weaker tracks. Still Too Soon to Know. It just lacks something. It's a bit thin. 20% Amnesia. Some vibraphone on here, which is really good. It's not a bad track. Sulky Girl, another good track. Nice vocal from Elvis. The percussion is really good. But my favourite track from this album is London's Brilliant Parade. I love the piano on it from Steve. It's a relaxing sort of track. I do like that. My Science Fiction Twin, great track. Dominated by Steve's keyboard runs. Rocking Horse Road, some great drumming from Pete on this one. It's the tempo change, isn't it, that really set it off. Just About Glad. So probably one of the worst drumming sessions that I think I've heard from Pete. It's very tinny. All the Rage. Don't like this. Except the piano's good. And the last track, Favourite Hour, certainly got that last track of the album on this. It's a very strange vocal, again, from Elvis. Solid album, though. I think this is, out of the reunion with the Attractions, this is the stronger of the two albums. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.3. But my number one is the 13th album. It was released in 1991 and it's Mighty Like a Rose. And, playing on here we have goes under the name of Declan McManus. Guitars and bass and keyboards and maracas. Mitchell Froome on the organ, celeste and harmonium. Larry Ketchell on organ, piano. Mark Ribot on guitar and Jerry Sheff on the bass. and Jim Keltner on some drums as well. First track is a nice song called The Other Side of Summer. It's got bells, the percussion's good, solid track. I love the guitar work on that. Then we get Hurry Down Doomsday. The Bugs are taking over. Great drumming on here from Jim Keltner. Some interesting drum beats. Great vocal from Elvis. I love that. How to Be Dumb. Now this is a very interesting track. It's got some lovely organ work on here from Larry Ketchnell. It's an interesting arrangement, but it really works. All Grown Up, a nice song. I love the strings. It's an excellent vocal from Elvis. Invasion Hit Parade, second favourite track on here. The horns are good. I love the lyric. It's a real strong lyric. Then we got Harpy's Bazaar, a really good vocal on here. Nice arrangement, strong vocal delivery as well. After the Fall, nice gentle song. I love the harmonising vocals on that one. Georgie and Her Arrival, some great keyboard work on this. Then there's another track that he wrote with Paul McCartney, So Like Candy, great track. Solid track. Interlude, couldn't call it unexpected number 2. Quite interesting. Just love the horns. It's 22 seconds long, but the horns are really good. Playboy to Man, another McCartney McManus song. Another good track. Sweet Pear, love the combination of horns, organ and a great vocal from Elvis. Broken, some great organ playing here from Larry Ketchnell. Some nice vocal as well. And then it's Couldn't Call It Unexpected number 4. It's not bad. It's got a bit of that last track of out on the album, but this one's better than number 2, of course, because it's a lot longer. I would certainly think this is the most diverse album of the decade. It's got a bit of everything on here, and that's what I like about it. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.5. So there we go. There's Elvis Costello in the 90s. Next week we'll have a look at the 2000s. Okay, coming up next is A Perfect Side. We've got a double album this week, and it's the Beatles, or it's affectionately known as the White Album. Bye for now.